So welcome to Western Glory. This is the 6th video in the series, and I'll be showing you a couple of areas that I've been working on over the past month, and we'll watch some trains running today. The two areas that I've spent the most time on are Sydney Gardens and Paddington Station. So quite a contrast between the two, working on the two areas, but things have moved on a little bit, and there's a few things to see. So I've made quite a bit of progress on the Paddington end of the layout. As the approaches to Paddington, as we move along, here's the station throat. Most of the point work is done here now, and in front of us now we've got the Bishop Road Bridge, all temporary at the moment. Signal box there, that's a proprietary one at the moment, but I was going to model the Paddington arrivals signal box, which is in that position at Paddington. Going further down, there's a 6-coach Pullman in what will become platform 13 right at the back there, which, as at Paddington, is underneath the building that's at the back of Paddington Station. That strange rectangular square, black square there in the back is will be the entrance exit from the taxi ramp that goes up from one of the platforms, and that longer rectangular area there will be where the suburban lines, the tube lines from Paddington Station, disappear into the darkness. So I've mapped out the platforms here, and as you can see, this platform 13 was probably actually going to be the shortest platform, but it'll still take a 6-coach Pullman, no problem, probably a 6-coach train and a locomotive as well. So watch the blue Pullman leaving. There's a Western arriving. Going into platform 12. So it's Western Lord backing onto the train that arrived earlier, pulled by Western Cavalier. So Western Lord will pull the train out in a minute. So Western Lord's all coupled up and Western Cavalier's uncoupled from the coaches. So we're ready to depart. Bought 3 of these bowstring bridges from Tory Laser. Very pleased with them. Very good value for money. And 2 are going to be used here for the Bishops Road Bridge, and 1 at Bristol for the bridge. That'll be Bath Road Bridge at the bottom of Bristol Temple Meads. I've also bought the ornamental bridge here. 2 of those, in fact, of different sizes. One for Sydney Gardens and the other for Sonning Cutting, because there's bridges like those in both places. The Sonning Cutting bridges will be a longer bridge than the Sydney Gardens one. The bridges are made of thin MDF, and on first glance you'd think they wouldn't be strong enough, but surprising when it's all put together, it's quite sturdy. And I used some light grey spray paint on them, and they've come out really well. The section at the back here, I haven't touched on how it's made. It's all ply with some dowels supporting some of it on platform 12-13. Took a little while to make, and I painted it up white, as in the real thing, and that will form one side of the support for the rearmost canopy, which is the more modern canopy at Paddington. So Sydney Gardens is starting to take shape. In the background is the tunnel that takes the railway underground and then through to Bath Spa station in reality. Above it, again in reality, are some buildings relating to the University of Bath, but they're not very prepossessing buildings, so I'm going to model the end wall of a row of Bathstone cottages which do exist in reality next to the tunnel mouth. I think that'll look quite nice when they're done. There's So pan the camera along, you can see starting to take shape using scale scenes stone paper. I've managed to print it so it's a reasonable likeness to bar stone that exists in the cutting. I'm quite pleased with my efforts on this tunnel mouth, again in use in the scale scenes paper. It's come out quite well. Along here we'll have the footbridge, which is quite a nice feature in the cutting, and this piece of wood here will be the on a road bridge, perhaps Sydney Road. So I'm not doing a long section of the cutting. Not trying to compete with that very fine model that already exists. I know it's on the exhibition circuit. I couldn't compete with that, but it's just a little biopic of the site. And in the foreground, I'll be doing some of the parkland in front of the railway that leads down to the railway. The lines on the left here are the lines that lead down from Bristol down to Paddington, go underneath the main 4-track oval and then carry on down. So it's goodbye from Western Glory for this month. Look forward to making another video in about a month's time.